Have you ever wondered how to do makeup on mature skin? If you have, buckle up. I'm about to show you a full makeup tutorial on my 73-year-old mom, how I get her glowing from the inside out. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Susie from the blog girlgonegreen.com. I blog all about clean living, clean beauty for the last 10 years, and I'm so excited to share with you today all about my mom's makeup tutorial. She is 73 years young, and I absolutely love doing her makeup and just showing you how to apply products to mature skin, what works, what doesn't. So I'm going to be walking you through a full makeup tutorial with her. I also do her lashes. So if you do have a special event, or if you're, going to a wedding, or you just want to amp it up a little bit for a date night, this is a great way to do that, especially as you get older and lashes tend to be less full and thick. Applying a set of false lashes really can just help elevate your whole entire look so quickly. So I'm walking you through the whole thing. I wanted to share a couple tips before I start her makeup. So the first is, when you are working with mature skin, you want to make sure you really focus on your skincare before you even start your makeup, because great skincare really helps set the stage for great makeup application. And so we want to think really hydrate and moisturize the skin really, really well. Also, when it comes to makeup products, you want to use products that are more cream-based, dewy, and really stay away from a lot of the powders, stay away from a shimmer. We want to do matte eyeshadows. So these are all things to consider when you are doing makeup on mature skin, or if you have mature skin. Less is more to overall, less makeup, less foundation. You really want it to be just enhancing what you already have, giving yourself a glow so it looks like you're, glowing from the inside out. Because if you pile on too much makeup, it's going to look heavy and cakey and just going to emphasize fine lines and wrinkles, which is what we don't want. Okay, without further ado, let's dive into the full makeup tutorial with my mom.
Okay, first, I always recommend adding some sort of serum to your skin, especially as you age and have mature skin, because you really want to set it up for success by just making sure everything is really hydrated and moisturized before you apply your makeup. So you're applying it on a really nice canvas. And so I'm using right now the Lil Fox, her coconutty something. I honestly can't remember the name, but I'm going to leave it in the show notes for you. Love the serum. I got it in a Beauty Heroes box and it's awesome. Next, I'm using the Alpen Beauty Barrier Repair Cream. This cream is so nice, and if you followed me for a minute, you know I love it. My mom's been using it and loves it as well. It's super nourishing, hydrating. Use it morning and night, especially if you have really dry skin. Next is the Westman Atelier. These are their skin drops. They're really, really nice. I love applying them on mature skin because it's like a dewy tinted serum almost for a foundation. And so I'm using a sponge here, and I showed you guys the sponge and also the Exa makeup setting spray. So I love spraying that on kind of and then just stippling it on. If you notice, I'm just kind of patting it around all over instead of just rubbing it on with a brush. I find this really gives it more of a natural finish overall and really helps to make mature skin, especially with the fine lines, just look a little more natural. Now I'm adding some concealer. I'm going in with the Kosas concealer. I love this concealer, and then using a concealer brush just to stipple it in as well and really help it to blend nicely. I find brushes are great. Again, using that stippling motion to really blend it in helps to just get everything really smooth and looks really dewy. The whole goal of mature skin is to really make your skin look like your skin, but enhanced. And one of the ways to do that is to really make sure it's dewy and you've got a lot of moisture going on. So I'm going in with a little bit more concealer, just with a little bit of the sponge. I have it damp again with the Exa setting spray, and then just stippling that and really getting that coverage and just kind of wakening her up a little bit. Already she looks like she has more of a glow to her skin. Now I'm coming in with the RMS Uncover Up. So this is really great because she has some sunspots that she likes to cover up, and this is a little thicker. And so I'll go in with a concealer brush after I've done the Westman Atelier foundation, and I will just kind of blend those sun spots out. So just really want to make sure there's enough pigment on the brush. And then you just are going to use a stippling motion again to really kind of tap it. As you can see, I'm just tapping it in. This really helps to just blend those sunspots and kind of camouflage them a little bit. Also, like I said, I don't like to use a heavy foundation on mature skin. And so that's why I really love the Uncover Up, because you can just target certain areas where you want a little more coverage. Like, for instance, her nose, maybe she has a little redness, or the sunspots, I can cover those as well with the Uncover Up. And then now I'm using the OG. I love their sticks. They have a little bit of glow to them, but not too much. And they're really nice for helping to contour your skin and just really giving your skin that, glowing, dewy look, like I've mentioned. And I love them, especially because mature skin, like I mentioned, you always want to try to use more cream-based products. And so this is great because it just gives you that really like dewy kind of glow, especially for bronzer. And I love bronzer on mature skin because it really just gives it that pop. So I am going in now with the Westman Atelier bronzer. I love it because it's really finely milled and it just blends and kind of brings everything together, helps her look just like she had a nice, time in the sun without all the sunspots. And so I go over that after I did the OG stick just to kind of set it and help it last a little longer. Now I'm adding the blush. A trick with the blush, especially for mature skin, is you always want to think there's like a line from the end of her eye down, and then you want to apply the blush on the other side of that, how I did it, and blend up. See how I'm applying that not on the apples of her cheeks. That's going to bring down your skin and your face. You really want to bring it up and make it look like you have a little instant facelift. And so that's why you want to blend it out and up towards the hairline. So that's a little trick, especially for just giving yourself an instant lift overall. Now I'm using the Westman Atelier Bond Brow Eyebrow. I love this. You don't want to make your eyebrows too harsh when you have mature skin. And as you get older, you want something just slightly defined, nothing too dramatic. What I like to do is take the Bond Brow and then I'll spoolie it with the end of the spoolie brush that's attached to it and just kind of comb it out. Makes it look really natural, nice, but kind of adds a little bit of definition, which I think is always good. Especially, I know a lot of people, as they get older, their brows can be really sparse. And so this is super nice just to add a little bit more definition and make them pop. Now I'm coming in with the Gen Z. This is their mixed media. I love it because it comes in matte options. They have shimmer, but matte is perfect for mature skin always. And so I'm coming in with that and I'm just blending it really nicely all over her lid just to kind of camouflage any sort of redness, any sort of veins. And then it's also going to be great because it's going to adhere to the powdered shadow so much better and make it last, especially for like any sort of creases or if she has any wrinkles in her eyes. It just really helps to kind of move everything and help set everything once we put the powdered shadow on. So love applying this and then just going over the whole eye with it. Of course, my mom and I are talking the whole time. And then we're going in with the Gen Z again. This is another matte color from the Mixed Media collection. I love these cream shadows. They're my favorite. The longevity on them is amazing for clean beauty. And I'm just going in her crease and really applying that right on top. As you can see, I'm kind of using that stippling motion again just to kind of blend it out all over, really kind of give her that like more defined look for an eye, because as I said, your eyes can kind of get smaller and everything kind of tends to droop. And so just really brings everything up. I like to kind of blend it with a little bit bigger of a brush afterwards, just to kind of really diffuse the line between the arch and the crease. I think it looks really, really nice. So then I'm going to go back in. This is the Mob Shadow. So I'm going to use the I think it's M43, but I'll link it for sure in the notes for you. But this is the powdered shadow on top that really helps to just, again, it's going to stay all day because we use that Mixed Media cream shadow first. And then I'm going in with a little bit lighter of a color overall just to kind of make her eyes pop, give her a bit of an eye lift. And then I did it in the inner corners of her eyes too, as you can see, just to bring out a little bit more of her eyes. Now I'm using the Zuzu Luxe. This is their liquid liner. What I do is I like to put it on the eyeliner brush because it really helps to define and make it easier for people to use. I find the liquid liner brush is a lot harder for most people to use, so I like using a liner brush. I'm going in, and then what I like to do is I'm going on top just because I know I'm putting eyelashes on her, which I'm going to show you guys. But if I wasn't putting lashes on her, I would definitely be more cautious about putting liner on the top. But since we are, I want to kind of create this, look of almost like you're not going to see the liner as much and it's going to just be blended in with the eyelashes, which you'll see once I'm done. But it kind of gives it like a base to adhere to. So as you can see, it doesn't look super great right now, but once we're done, it'll kind of all blend together and look really nice. So I am putting these fake lashes on. These are Ardell. They're natural lashes. I love them for my mom. She's doesn't have as many lashes now, and so really just pops and makes her eyes stand out so much when we use them, but they still look so natural and good. And then I kind of just blend a little mascara in with her regular lashes just to get them to blend up into the fake lashes. And then I'll remove some of that liner afterwards as well, so you won't see that. But I like to just go in, blend it once I'm done, so that way you can't see like a harsh line or anything. If I wasn't going to put lashes on her, I would recommend just putting the liner right on your waterline as you age, because then it really helps define your eye, but it doesn't pull it down. I found a lot of times if you do liner, just like a thick line on top without lashes or something, it's really going to make your eye look super heavy and not as natural. This Kiss glue is not perfect by any means when it comes to natural standards. It's better for sure, but not perfect. So just throwing that out there, but it's a great option. I really like it because it does dry clear and looks really nice once it's on. So I'm going to show you the other side. Again, I always like to clip these. I measure them first with the eye, and then I clip them, and then I'll apply them right on top of the eye. And they feel so natural on. They don't even feel super heavy at all. My mom is actually a contact lens wearer, and she can wear them. So I think that says a lot. So then I just go in, make sure it's all secure, glued on. As you can see, that looks so nice. Gives her so much lift just when we do that. Blending the natural lashes again into the fake lashes. And then I'll take that little smudge off as well and just kind of blend it to make sure you guys can't see any of the glue. As you can see, she's already looking so good, like dewy, glowy, more defined overall. And then we're going to apply the lip liner, really bring out her lips. This is a great one by Mob Beauty. I really like their products. The longevity on them is amazing. We put a little lip balm on first too. And then this is the Fit Glow Beauty, their lip color serum, which I really like because no microplastics, it's no artificial colors. It's just super natural and dewy. So applying that on her lips, and then it just makes them stand out so well, so pretty. And there she is. She's a beauty. Looks so good, so dewy, just an elevated look.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope this really helps you to understand how to apply makeup to mature skin, what products you should be using, especially in clean beauty. Again, these are all clean beauty products that I love and recommend and would work great. Again, just focus on cream-based products. Less is more. Really stay away from the shimmer and the powders. If you like this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video. I come out with a new video every single week. Also, don't forget about my natural living guide. This guide is packed with over 65 plus pages of all my favorite natural swaps when it comes to natural living. I've curated it over this last 15 years when I've researched and found all my favorite swaps. So I put them in one guide so you don't have to go researching or browsing the internet for hours trying to figure out what's clean, what's not. So all you have to do is get my natural living guide. It's $27. It's on sale right now. couldn't think of a better idea for someone for Christmas as a gift to just hand them over it and know that they can just start swapping out their products today. So make sure and grab that. The link will be in the show notes. Also, links to all the products will be in the show notes too if you're wondering what I used. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to show you guys another video next week. Bye.